Anne Hathaway reveals how she bagged the iconic Catwoman role in The Dark Knight Rises. Anne Hathaway, an actress beloved by fans for her transformative roles across various genres, is particularly famous for her portrayal of Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman, in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight Rises. Hathaway's performance in the movie is often hailed as one of the standout moments of the trilogy, but what many may not know is that her path to the role wasn't quite as straightforward as it might seem. In fact, there was a bit of a mix-up during her audition process, which, in hindsight, seems almost like fate. It turns out that Anne Hathaway was not initially being considered for the role of Catwoman at all. Instead, during her first meeting with Christopher Nolan, she was prepared to audition for a completely different character in the Batman universe, Harley Quinn. The audition mishap. In a recent interview with BBC Radio 1, Hathaway took a trip down memory lane and revealed the amusing mix-up that occurred during her audition for The Dark Knight Rises. According to Hathaway, she walked into the audition expecting to try out for the role of Harley Quinn, a role that many fans associate with the Joker's twisted partner in crime. She recalled that she had carefully curated her outfit to suit the character she thought she would be playing. I came in and I had this lovely Vivian Westwood kind of beautiful but matte tailoring top with stripes going everywhere, Hathaway explained. Her ensemble was meant to be playful and quirky, fitting for a character like Harley, who is known for her eccentric and unpredictable personality. Along with her eye-catching shirt, Hathaway wore a pair of shoes that she described as flat Joker-Y-looking shoes to complete the look. She made sure to embrace the eccentricities of the character she thought she was auditioning for, even attempting to give Chris Nolan a few crazy little smiles, in an attempt to channel the character's chaotic energy. But as Hathaway settled into the audition and began her screen test, she soon realized something wasn't quite right. After about an hour of the meeting, Christopher Nolan, the director of The Dark Knight Rises, gently informed her of the mix-up. "Well, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but it's Catwoman," he told Hathaway, causing a moment of surprise. The switch to Catwoman. At first, Hathaway was taken aback by the change in direction. "I love my shirt, but I hate it right now," Hathaway recalled, explaining that she wasn't entirely thrilled with the wardrobe choice for a character like Selina Kyle. She had been preparing for Harley Quinn and had the entire look and vibe in mind, so hearing that she was now auditioning for Catwoman left her in a bit of a bind. However, despite her initial surprise, Hathaway quickly adapted. As she explained to the BBC Radio 1 team, it was clear that Nolan saw something in her performance that convinced him she was the right fit for the role of Selina Kyle, even though her outfit and demeanor were more in line with a Joker-like personality. "The slinkiness of it all," Hathaway said, referring to the physicality of Catwoman's character, underscored by the character's athleticism, grace, and agility. Selina Kyle, the alter ego of Catwoman, is a character who embodies a mix of strength, sensuality, and intelligence. Hathaway had to quickly shift gears and mentally adjust to a role that was very different from what she had prepared for. Nolan's vision for Catwoman. Christopher Nolan's decision to cast Hathaway as Catwoman was not only based on her acting talent but also on her ability to embody the complexity of the character. Catwoman is a character who is both a villain and an anti-hero, and Nolan saw that Hathaway had the versatility to capture that duality. The director's vision for Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises was that she would not be a typical villain. Instead, she would be a morally ambiguous character who could challenge Batman both physically and intellectually. Anne Hathaway's Catwoman was not the campy, over-the-top version of the character that had appeared in earlier Batman adaptations. Nolan wanted a version of Selina Kyle who was grounded and believable, a woman who could stand toe-to-toe with the Dark Knight and be a formidable force on her own. Hathaway's portrayal of Catwoman brought a depth to the character that helped elevate her beyond just being a traditional villain. The character's wit, agility, and unpredictable nature were all traits that Hathaway was able to tap into, but she also brought her own unique energy to the role. Her portrayal of Catwoman became iconic, with her sharp dialogue and impressive physicality in the film. Her chemistry with Christian Bale, who reprised his role as Bruce Wayne/Batman, was undeniable, and the two actors' dynamic helped make their scenes together some of the most memorable in the trilogy. The Catwoman transformation. Hathaway's journey to becoming Catwoman was not just a matter of putting on a suit and adopting a new persona. The actress underwent an intense physical transformation to portray the agile and acrobatic character. She trained for months, working on building strength, flexibility, and endurance to prepare for the physically demanding role. She worked closely with the film's stunt coordinators and physical trainers to master the fight sequences, which required her to be in top shape. Hathaway learned how to perform various stunts, including hand-to-hand combat and acrobatic moves, which were incorporated into the character's dynamic action scenes. Hathaway also embraced the iconic look of Catwoman, wearing a sleek and form-fitting costume that highlighted her character's agility and sensuality. The costume, designed by Lindy Hemming, became an integral part of Hathaway's transformation into the character. The black leather suit, paired with the signature goggles, made Hathaway's portrayal of Selina Kyle even more memorable, capturing the essence of the character while remaining true to Nolan's darker, more grounded vision for the Dark Knight trilogy. The impact of Catwoman on Hathaway's career. Playing Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises was a pivotal moment in Anne Hathaway's career. It allowed her to showcase her versatility as an actress, stepping into a role that was vastly different from the characters she had played in the past. Before The Dark Knight Rises, Hathaway was primarily known for her roles in romantic comedies like The Princess Diaries and The Devil Wears Prada, as well as her Academy Award-winning performance in Les Miserables. Her portrayal of Catwoman helped cement Hathaway's place as one of Hollywood's most talented and versatile actresses. It showcased her ability to tackle complex, action-driven roles, and her performance in The Dark Knight Rises was widely praised by critics and audiences alike. Hathaway's Catwoman became one of the standout characters in the Dark Knight trilogy, alongside Christian Bale's Batman and Tom Hardy's Bane. Moreover, the success of The Dark Knight Rises opened up new doors for Hathaway in Hollywood, allowing her to pursue a variety of roles across different genres. Her performance in The Dark Knight Rises proved that she could hold her own in blockbuster films while still maintaining the depth and nuance that she had brought to her previous roles in more dramatic films.